Hello! I'm just gonna wait for Maddie to stop coughing at the fact that she just, before I unmute them. How are we all doing? I'm hoping we're all good. It's back for episode 6 of our Star Wars FFG, Schmoozin and Cruisin. In theory, today at the very least in theory, at the very least, it's gonna be the gala. But we will see. Who knows? With how many times I was sure we'd get to the Grand Prix and then never did. Who knows? It took us literally 5 episodes to complete a single episode of the adventure. So they got to the Grand Prix in like 2 to 3. So we have a shot a little. Right. I've unmuted
Moving
you guys
at
now.
half the speed, but double the quality.
Half the speed, double the quality. I'm not sure whether that's true, but we'll see. Okay.
Wow. All right. I see how it is.
I mean, the only other group to ever run through this with me is a group of extremely multi-year experienced role players, all of which just breezed through everything because their planning was vastly superior to anything anyone has ever done. However,
Wait,
right.
They were corrected Fortnite.
Don't change screen yet. Don't change screen yet.
Oh,
did you forget to change your...
Hang on, reactive.
Okay, so everybody but me forgot to change the reactive.
So change the reactives and also click the button. Let's roll for a force pool. Let's see whether a light side or a dark side is starting off.
Oh,
damn. Okay.
Okay.
It might. Okay. It's still possible that we. Nope, it's not possible. We're light sided. Okay.
All right, reactive is good, but you know.
Oh, whoopsie! Sorry, I accidentally flipped one. My bad. Wait, no. No, now it is supposed to be.
The way,
no,
dear.
It is.
Too late.
Yeah.
There we go.
3.
Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right,
3
so we're
dark.
good.
There we go.
It said I swapped one, and
Okay.
weird.
Actually, no, we should be even. Hang on, wait a minute.
Yeah, it should be 4-4.
1, 2, 3.
Wait,
No, wait, no, it shouldn't.
It she flipped 2.
It should be 3, 4.
3.
There is a one has managed to materialize itself. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It should be 3, 4.
Sorry. There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. I didn't even load VideoTube. Apparently, I
No, it's not supposed to be 3. Oh yeah, no. Okay, yeah.
3, 4.
3, 4. Yeah. 3, 4.
I didn't see the 2 on the top for both light. Okay.
3-4 is a good time signature. Yeah. Shall we waltz?
No.
Alrighty.
Oh.
When last we left our heroes, unfortunately the Grand Prix had an unfortunate death, which is going to be in the news for several days now, as the Carbine got arrested because he basically just went for blood. He got angry enough. As much as I really like From Hell with Love, I'm going to turn that off so we can go to Star Wars Lo-Fi because it's more appropriate. Here we go. There we go. You won the Grand Prix, which means you got access to it, but you guys had some things you need to do before the gala. Would anyone else would someone like to recap what you need, what happened in your planning session, and then the plans that you did sort of make? I'm assuming someone took notes. At least I hope they did. Else you're in trouble.
So we did.
I have my notebook on my desk for once. Hold on.
We talked through a couple of plans.
Few ideas, yeah.
The current plan is to see about getting the gem during the gala, but if that seems unfeasible, we will wait until the night and try to go in from the top down by distracting the guards and sneaking down. There was also the idea floated of trying to get Zekrafol was still at the gala, but that is, a sub idea and not really much of something we discussed doing for sure. Because we do need to do that before we leave Coruscant at least.
Do you mean Cloud City?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Besides, it wouldn't even be Coruscant, it'd be Imperial Center.
Okay. Alrighty. So, with that in mind, what are your plans for the next few days?
Alright, so for sure, we need climbing gear.
Yeah, that's a definite.
Past
Climbing
that-
gear you won't have to roll for because, like, that's that's just. I mean, granted, finding it on Cloud City is probably like a little harder than it is elsewhere, but
But we could probably still easily find it.
you can still pretty easily find it, right? There's going to be a couple of shops here and there that sell it, right? Lately, it's yeah.
Of course.
There's bound to be at least
Basically.
one store in Port Town that would sell such a thing.
The other idea that we floated but didn't decide on because I think Safi and Maddie were AFK at the time was we discussed looking and seeing if we can find an arms dealer to upgrade our weapons just in case things go sour.
You do currently
Okay.
each have quite a bit of money. I think the thing that you discussed specifically was upgrading Liv's weaponry.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I was looking to see about maybe
If-
getting
if
her.
If Liv
Hey.
wasn't already planning on that, but I don't know, like, the cautions, especially with the grant, like, if she'd have exceptions because of the gala and stuff, since they'll be checking for weapons.
Well, there is that, but again, I'm
you
mainly
won't be able
thinking
to take
about.
weapons into the gala, like, at all. Like, there's
I-
like, not without some seriously exceptional roles and hidden compartments. Like,
So it'd be more likely we'd have to install them after the gala, and then
No, baby. I'm talking about just
Or-
literal weapons. Like guns and
Yeah,
possibly an electrostaff or something. Because I'm not thinking about the gala, I'm thinking about the heist.
the
'cause
heist after.
There's always the
yeah.
possibility that we get spotted and have to fight our way out. And there's
Fair enough.
basically no way we're sneaking much into the gala except maybe explosives
If-
through a hidden compartment.
Yeah.
And then have to roll really high. So it's not something I'm really considering very feasible at this moment.
yeah. Fact of the matter is, there's just too many high-profile people at the gala.
You're going to be really intent on security. As we talked about last week, we might be able to sneak in some poisons if they're, kind of nondescript. But that's probably about it. I don't know. Cone looks like a doctor. If someone was like, hey, if you were like, hey, need this medicine for the cripple because she has pain, they'll probably go, oh yeah, it's probably fine.
Yeah, no, actually, I kind of like that idea.
Yeah,
As
we
much
had
as-
discussed it, but we hadn't agreed on it, I think was the issue.
Yeah.
I'm going to already say that I'm going to agree upon this, despite the fact that Liv will be upset that she can't have her guns. She's going to be actually, understandable. It's going to be like, oh, okay, this actually makes sense.
We'll buy you something nice after the gala.
You
Before
better.
after the gala.
You'll make it up to me.
Well, I'm saying both for
Okay.
after the gala right now, and then after the gala when we've got lots of money.
Besh.
Okay.
Besh. Do you want
Yes,
the
dear.
cone Do you want the cone treatment?
I don't think even Cone wants the cone treatment, dear.
Yeah.
You gotta wake it up to me.
Cone rocking from side to side in his chair behind, nodding furiously. Oh,
I
poor
feel like
sweet
that
boy.
moment, that moment from the fourth star where it's like, let the Wookiee one. It's like, get the droid something nice.
Alrighty.
We'll get you some nice shiny weapons.
So what do you guys plan to do right now? That's the big question.
All right. Most important thing, we need climbing gear.
Yeah.
But like you said, that's just a purchase that's not needed to roll.
Mhm.
So I guess the only thing we need to roll on is trying to see about finding an arms dealer.
So-
Stealer.
Anything more illicit that you will need, yeah, you're gonna have to try and find. Luckily, you are on Cloud City, and Port Town is like a very famous within the underworld location for finding what you need. As a result, I want to also note that you guys also did. It wasn't mentioned. I don't normally make a habit of doing this, but I think it was mentioned. You also talked about how in the next couple of days you should probably investigate the security forces at the museum. Because you
Yes,
don't
we
know
should.
anything about those yet. However, okay. So the first thing I need, if you want to find someone who can deal in more illicit stuff, if you want to find the black market of Port Row, you're gonna have to of Market Row. You're gonna have to find some people that would probably know more. Can any of you summon up a place or persons to go to who might be able to point you in the right direction?
I mean, we could probably talk to what's his name's daughter, but
We also
We could also talk
now
with
have the hut that we can
yeah,
talk
I
to.
was gonna say Taltho will probably be able to point us in the right direction. Someone who might know.
If you want to try over those, you can. Any other thoughts on where to go or who to talk to?
There was also that bar, I think it was the 4.5,
Yeah, 4.5.
that we met the bounty hunter at that he's at every night. We could also talk to him and be like, hey, one criminal to another.
Caltho
Where
didn't
can I
actually
buy the good
give
stuff?
you. Caltho didn't actually give you any meaningful way to contact him.
Yeah.
Until after the heist. And namely, he said that he would be in contact with you. Caltho seems intent on, making it so you guys don't really interact, except in the gala and afterwards.
Okay. So 4.5 might be the better option to try.
I mean, I would always assume talking to the man who has to buy weapons to try and find weapons is probably the better idea anyway. Because even if we could get in contact with Caltho, he'd probably just say, oh, talk to my bounty hunter, he would know. That would be my best guess, honestly.
So you guys are heading to the 4.5 then, or?
Sure. Work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A group outing, an outing, to the as Anya would say, an outing, to the 4.5.
Having ourselves a little walkabout.
Wacko wacko.
Will they even
Waka waka.
allow it? Will they even let a droid in?
I thought you
You're my
went in
seeing
with
eye
the-
droid.
I thought you went in with Besh before.
To the 4.5?
Yeah.
You're right. We did do that. That was we did go into the bar. All right.
You,
The bartender
you got-
wouldn't
you
serve
went-
you anything, but like you're allowed in. Like,
And remember-
Yeah, because
You're-
Cohen
you're-
and I went in for the one bidder, and then you and Besh went in for the guy that works for the hut.
Yeah. No, I
Actually,
guess
now
not.
to think about it, it may not be a great idea for us all to go together.
Oh, right, because
reason
we got the
why?
winners, and the winners
You
will be
you
noticed.
two are
and-
now
Yeah.
public faces, and he's not gonna like that much attention being drawn to him.
welcome in, flowers. All right. So in that case, who is going?
Oh, that's
then?
Mimi.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Mimi. Yeah. Right.
Hi, Mimi! So I guess I would leave Conan and I to be able to go in.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what is Besh and Liv gonna get up to in the meantime?
Do you guys want to see about looking into security?
You mean Nez and Liv? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Sure, I guess. I mean, probably not my. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's look for security.
So there's a couple of places you can start. You guys can either give me streetwise, or you can give me computers. Streetwise will reflect you going out and asking.
All right.
The good thing
Well, I
is
don't-
I'll give you this for free because I'm a kindly soul. The good thing is you guys are going to be attending the gala, which means you can disguise a lot of your inquiries as worry about security to do with the event.
Despite
Yeah.
the fact that I'm a famously gun-toting droid, but all right. So you said streetwise or
Streetwise
Or
or computers,
computers.
whichever you use. Streetwise reflects hitting the street and asking. Computers is you just searching the holonet for what you had in mind. You both can give me either of them, but you can only do one.
all right.
So
how
if one of you hits
difficult
the
is this?
street, the other you can either both hit the street, you can both do computers, or one of you can do one and the other do one. It's up to you.
I'm gonna be doing streetwise.
Nez, puppy, what are you going to be doing?
I'll do computers because I have the
Okay.
higher end computers.
Got you that. Okay, so go ahead. The difficulty for it is going to be an average check.
So two purple.
If you're doing streetwise, right, Nev? No, Liv's
That's
doing
Liv.
streetwise. Liv, congratulations! You're gonna get 2 boosts because you are a Grand Prix winner, which means not only do people want to talk to you, but also like you have legitimate reason to be asking. So
Okay.
it's not really suspicious.
Okay. So average check is 2 purple,
Two
right?
purple.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so I'm going to consume those advantages and say that at the very least you don't raise any suspicion, but everyone you talk to just like knows nothing. Like you try to make contact with some underworld people, they sort of give you the time of day because they want to talk to you, but they don't seem to give you anything useful. The advantages, however, mean that they don't end up like spreading.
They're not like,
rumors
where do you
about
want to
it.
know this?
Yeah, like they seem to just like shake you off basically, right, and just be like whatever. You frustratingly you find every conversation leading back to the Grand Prix and how you learned to shoot and like what it was like to win and stuff like that, right? You'd be like, oh yeah, no, it was great, but seriously about the security of Figment Associates Museum, it's like, I'm not the guy to ask about that, but what's it like holding one of those powered cannons in your hand, right? Like just like everyone you talk to just tries to like move the conversation like away from what you're asking about. Whether it's because they're scared of revealing anything to you, you don't know, but like they frustratingly give you the slip. Nez! Some industrious searching online and what have you takes you eventually to the corporation that's running the security, which is Cruisin Securities. And while it doesn't proudly display each member of the security force on there, a little digging and some computer prowess manages you to get you into the employee portal. Um, which actually does have a list of who is like in charge of the operation at the very least. So there is Burnaxis, who is from his prefer, who is like a tall, dark-skinned Corellian. He's got like multiple years. He's got like multiple years under his belt. In this organization. It seems that he's fairly I mean he's a fairly like loyal individual, at least from the report that you can see here, like in the employee portal, like describing who the bosses are. He's worked for Grayson for a number of years at this point. Under his interests and likes is listed fine whiskey and sabak. It's like the only two things.
Hey, yo, sabak enjoyer.
What was it?
Sabak. It's Star Wars poker, effectively.
Okay. What
It's a
was
lot
his
of fun.
name again, Ash?
His name was Burnaxis. I will actually give you a brief description. Here we go, Burnaxis. This is the guy.
Is this one of those employee sites where it like has his picture and then it has a little summary beside it?
Yeah.
Got it.
He is a striking figure with a tall, broad-shouldered frame, standing well over 6 feet tall. Dark skin is smooth and unblemished, suggesting a life of good health and care. His hair is short and neatly trimmed, revealing a pair of slightly pointed ears that hint at non-human ancestry. Despite his imposing size, he walks with a slight limp. And it is actually listed on his employee that apparently he sustained some injury in the past, and so hence why he's taking a more managerial role these days, right? He'll be on the ground still, but the reason he's running the team and is not part of the team, it seems, is because of his injury. His eyes seem like to have a very piercing quality. Even in the photo, he seems to be like looking into your soul. Right? And then there is the other museum security leader, Gantel Dro. He looks like a sleek and agile Defil. His fur is Gantel Dro.
I was close. I put an extra L in there.
Gantel Dro is a sleek and agile Defil. His fur a deep shade of black that seems to absorb light rather than reflect it. His movements are... Well, I ignore that bit. Hang on.
Drathel?
A Defil.
They're, almost werewolves.
They are characterized by their glowing red eyes.
Yeah, they look a lot like Shistavanen, but they're not.
I'll stage them both so you have a look. Hello.
Oh, geez. Engie. Oh, no. Hello, werewolf.
No mating.
It seems...
Wow.
It seems...
Shut up.
It seems that Gantel has only been with Grayson for a couple of months. It is noted that he originally pen tested the gem's security back on the Imperial Center, and then Grayson hired him.
Wait, he what?
He pen tested.
Pen tested, did a penetration test. Found vulnerabilities in the security.
Okay.
It says on his summary that the security forces were called, and but the Gantel made it fairly far, and Maris offered to hire him. It reads on the profile that Gantel happily accepted, and has been working for him for a number of months as one of his heads of security. You
Damn,
got
head
an
of security for only 2
advantage.
months.
I will allow you to use it on one of them. Which would you like to use it on?
I'll use it on Gantel.
Okay. You do some digging on Gantel because you're like, okay. Yeah. It looks like the profile saying that he was happily accepted the position might be false, because there is records of his arrest by the security forces of the Imperial Center, and then the charges mysteriously vanished once he started working for Cruisin.
Okay.
Weird.
So there's obviously something there, because he was very clearly hired, or according to the thing, he was hired to pen test the gem's security. During the attempt, the security forces were called. That's noted, but what seems to not be mentioned is that he was actually going to be charged, and then suddenly he wasn't when he started working for Grayson.
Good to know.
Do you two share this information with the others, or are you just going to keep it to yourself until they're done?
Yeah, I'm at least yeah, especially about Burn Axis and his description, because they are heading to the
The
to
bar, yeah.
yeah, in case like there's any they see, like, I'm gonna give them the description you gave me, and in case they like catch sight of him.
Are you
or
giving the
anything
description of
while
both of
they're
them,
in
or just Burr?
there. Both, but
Okay.
just letting him know that he likes
Alright.
the set
Um,
back and the fine.
We'll zoom to the other two quickly. You enter the 4.5 via the usual means, so just simply knocking on the door and being looked at. You know where it is. Therefore, you must be okay. That's kind of the rule. The bouncer eyes Cohen suspiciously for a second and says, "Oh, it's you," and then waves you in. As you guys like walk in deeper, he says, simply, "Eyes to yourself." As his reputation precedes him.
I see you have a bit of a reputation, my dear.
Just a little.
Well,
I will once again explain. It's a cramped, smoky room, low ceilings, a dim light. The air is thick with the smell of booze and sweat, and the walls are lined with shelves full of bottles and knickknacks. The decor is a mishmash of styles and eras, with random bits of junk hanging from the ceiling, all nailed to the walls. The overall effect is one of grime and grit. Somehow, it's also oddly charming. As off to one side is a small stage where performers take turns entertaining the crowd. The acts range from bawdy jokes to exotic dances to vicious brawls, depending on the night and the crowd's mood. It's crowded with patrons who shout and laugh and jostle for space, and the bartender is a grizzled old human with a scowl or quick wit. Behind him, a large board displays a list of the day's specials that has definitely not changed since you came here several days ago. A few warnings about the consequences of causing trouble as well. There seems to be a new one amended. Staring at people causes trouble, full stop.
God's just shaking his head.
Yeah, no, that one's
what did you...
That one is like freshly chalked. Like the others
That's
have
why
that
he's
faded.
shaking his head.
Yeah. Off to the usual. You know, there's a couple of tables here and there. You see the bounty hunter from the bounty hunter that you already met. Why can't I remember his name? Under his bow. I can't remember his name. The bounty hunter that works for Caltho as head of security, and once again, in one like exceptionally like dark corner of the 4.5, there is a pair of red eyes that stare out at the surroundings. Just drinking it all in. A furry hand occasionally like pokes out of the darkness to grab a drink and bring it into the darkness and then back down again.
All right. This will be fun. First thing I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna pinch the bridge of my nose and look at Cone. Just, what on earth did you do the last time you were here?
I don't want to get into it. Mainly because he's embarrassed that it fucking happened.
We will have to work on your staring problem, my friend.
It's not my staring problem. Anyways.
Alright, so let's make our way once again
Downtown.
over to the bartender.
Walking fast. Faces fast. You hear man? Okay. The bartender will nod. What can I do?
Another of your finest whiskies, my dear.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna pour you the same whiskey you poured last time, which is, you know, aggressively
It is.
average at best.
It is a whiskey.
It is a whiskey. It's one of the whiskeys of all time. Like, and you?
Svatka.
He's gonna nod. He will ask for the cursory 8 credits. From because that's combined, not each.
Yeah.
Uh,
There we go.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, I'll get you dab. I got you.
I'll tell you guys when you get the info from Besh and Liv. Okay?
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm gonna make my way
downtown.
over to the bounty hunter and just kind of stop near him and pass him the drink and just kind of look outside him.
He's gonna roll his eyes and take it. What do you want now? And taking a sip.
Just gonna kind of have a corner of my face. Just, we need to know when we might be able to get some more illicit weapons.
Don't look at me. I'm just gonna say, taking us another sip.
Surely you have some kind of contact here. Someone we might be able to talk
Be
to.
on my best behavior. I haven't inquired. He takes another sip. Besides, I've got everything that I need.
Very well then. Enjoy your drink.
Try one of those. I'm just gonna indicate like several other tables where there's just like singular people drinking.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look at him and hopefully subtly see if there is anyone I think might be a good fit to what we're looking for.
Go ahead and give me a we're gonna say an easy streetwise check.
That's good because my streetwise is kind of not great.
Have a boost because you've been pointed at several tables.
Okay. Go. Fuck.
Okay, so no one immediately sticks out to you, but at least 2 tables look like like to the people out them look like they might know what they are, whether or not, you know.
Okay.
The truth is that you're in a bar where pretty much everyone here is some form of shady. So the chances are good that if you pick the wrong person, they're not gonna rat you out. You just might not get what you need.
I'm gonna kind of, roll back up to Cone at the bar and subtly gesture towards the two that we were pointed at. I'm also going to, while keeping my face towards the bartender, mention to him, it's like I see over in the corner, it would appear that our devil friend might be here. Perhaps not him, but it's a rare enough species. I would not be surprised if that was our new friend Gantel.
I don't. Did Ash give it? I thought Ash said she'd tell you when you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
were
you haven't
separate.
been
Yeah.
told that. You haven't
Oh,
been told it.
Okay.
I was about to ask, like.
So I guess then we will just vibe and take a look at the two tables and just. Let's see. Need to pull up something real quick. I think this will work the way I think it will. Pull up my actual skill list. Nope. Where is it? There it is. Okay. 279.
While you do that, actually, I need a drink. Sorry.
Okay. This is why I keep my books open. Hmm. No, I don't have the right stuff for that quite yet. So I guess I will just kind of, gesture to the two and go, well, my dear friend, seeing as your eyes are legendarily discerning, which of these two tables do you think we should approach?
That's...
You're never gonna live it down, Sophie.
No, because the dice hate me with that one. It's like, oh my god.
I mean, right now, the reputation only extends to Cloud City. I mean, if you continue it beyond this, that's up to you.
Yeah.
right now.
If we manage to get to another planet and hear about the legendary pervert on Cloud City, then we'll know.
Oh my god.
So right or left, what do you think, my dear?
I'm gonna say right.
All right.
Hey Ash,
Yes.
I'm gonna run to the restroom one more time while you're still doing these guys as part of the story.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So I will, I suppose, slide on over to the right table.
The guy's gonna look up. Can I help you? He's a
You
he's
look like-
Corellian. He's got like a rough beard, like
Yeah?
uh
Okay.
it's got
And
like
just-
sort of I don't know how to say it. It's like a Chuck Norris level beard going on, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like you know, it's more than stubble, but not by much, right?
So I'm gonna just kind of get there. Be You look like the kind of man who knows his way around this city.
I've been around, yeah.
I'm gonna slide 10 credits discreetly across the table towards him. Just be
He's
if
gonna
I've
stare at the 10 credits and scoff. You want to buy something off me? You're gonna have to give me more than that.
very well. I'll go ahead and slide him another 40.
Okay, good job. Brilliant. So the check that you're about to take is now average as opposed to hard. Neither of you are smugglers, are you? So you
No.
don't get a boost
No.
to this. Okay, in that case, I need either an average, charm, coercion, or streetwise. I will allow you to pick which it is. Only one of you may roll, so choose who it is and choose wisely.
I am not great in any of those, but I do have a yellow in streetwise.
I don't have yellow in any of those, so.
However, do you have more dice? Remember, more green
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah,
I
I have 3 greens in charm.
Okay, well that's more than I've got. I only have 2 in any of them.
Alright, so hard check.
Average, because
Average.
Okay,
average because Issa correctly bribed the guy of 50 credits.
Okay, so that's two purple.
It's 2 purple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to? Okay, we don't want a
That's
light
it,
side
yeah,
apparently.
sorry.
I'll let you retroactively, but you have to give me a light side point, so you have to do 2.
Do you think it's worth using the 2?
Up to you for this one, because I'm not sure.
Okay, so bearing in mind, you can no longer charm him. You can now either
Yeah.
use streetwise or you can coerce, but you can't charm him anymore. He's taken your charm and he's just like, I don't know whether you're trustworthy. I'm kind of unwilling.
Yeah. Okay. Because both of those I only have 2 greens in.
Yeah, I got my yellow and my green in streetwise, so I guess that would technically be a decent roll if it were 2 yellows.
Do you want to risk it?
Sure, let's go ahead and risk it.
Oh, you don't have to flip 2. You only had to flip 1 for that because it's a different check. But that does mean that I get to do this. Hang on. Red now.
Okay. And we want to do the 2, have it 2 yellow, I guess? Or do we want to just leave it as it is and hope that's good enough?
I mean, you can't up it anymore.
Okay.
You're going to use 1 light side, so go ahead and give it to me. All that's left is coercion. He's just like, you sort of imply, oh, I've been around the block, you can trust us. But he's just like, I really don't think I can.
I want to give him another 50 credits.
He's gonna look at the 50 credits and say, why should I trust you? You seem awfully persistent. If you would like to try coerce him now, you can.
Listen. Look at me. I'm not exactly a criminal mastermind by any means.
I'm back.
I'm
Sorry.
a cripple in a galaxy that's definitely not fond of my kind. I just need something to be able to protect myself should people like the Imperials decide to look down upon my non-human heritage. It's not like I can outrun them.
He's gonna say with a shrug. Not my problem.
Well, I don't know. I only have a 2 green in coercion, so I'm no more likely to get it than you are.
Yeah.
Actually, you'd have a setback this time for that one. Now that you've just played the "I'm weakened" card, he's not scared of you. Cohen, on the other hand, could probably still put it off.
Just threaten to poison him if he doesn't help.
Not gonna fucking do that.
Either way, at this point, the only way you're going to get anything out of this guy is if you coerce him.
Yeah, it's a...
So,
Good luck, Cone. I believe in you. I believe in you a little more now.
Hey.
how do you coerce this fella, seeing as it was successful? Paint me a word picture. He's leaning back in his chair, he's cocky, he's got 100 credits to him, right? Well, 50 are in his pocket, the other 50 are still on the table, but he's leaning back, he's got his drink, he looks cocky, he's like, why should I help you? I don't trust you. He just told a cripple that it's not his problem that she's a cripple.
Look at us. Do we seem like someone who, like two people who are trying to make matters worse? Just want something to be able to protect ourselves.
And I said, it's none of my business. It's none of my problem. It's not my problem. Why should I care?
My friend, we have a homicidal maniac of a droid who will be able to find you and will take great pleasure in severing you limb from limb. I don't want any problems.
Single laugh.
Trust me when I say it, that droid is not to be messed with.
Honestly, if I could just get anything, an EMP, so I feel a little bit safer around that droid. I think it would be in your best interest if she were a little more controlled as well.
He's gonna look
Yeah.
between. He's gonna look between you two. You're scared of a droid?
Trust me, there's a reason to be scared of this droid.
So because I'm scared of this, I should be scared of this droid. I should show you where I should put you in contact with people that sell things. That's the play.
Like I said, we're no criminal masterminds. We'd have a better idea of what to tell you, were we? We're definitely not cops for that matter.
Hell, I'm a doctor. I
He
just need
is-
some.
We know where the threats came from, at least, guys. It's from these two being terrible at intimidating anyone. We have to intimidate this guy! We're really scared. Please help us.
Oh my god! Is that what I missed?
Okay. Yeah, no, the threats are
Oh
gonna
my god, that scream from Ash.
Still.
Okay, I want you to view this as a lesson. In future, when you're trying to intimidate people, appearing weak is not how to do it. You got a picture of this droid that I'm supposed to be so scared of?
Don't.
No, I'm just gonna tap on my comm link and be Liv, dear. I have a man here who does not appear to be terribly afraid of you.
I'm on my way.
He'll look a tad worried at that, and he'll go
That's-
like, okay, fine, called it off." He's gonna
my
shake
God.
his head. Jesus. He's gonna like take out like a piece of paper and he's gonna write something down. He's just gonna slide it over to you guys.
Take it.
It seems to be an address on Market Row, with instructions to knock twice, wait a beat, then knock again, then wait 2 beats, and knock 3 more times.
Thank you for your kind words, my friend.
Yeah. Just get out of my face.
I'm gonna step away and just.
It's at this point that you guys get a text from Nez with the details of the heads of security at the museum.
Make my way back over to the bar and take a look at it.
I'm just going to do this so you guys. I just quickly jotted it down. If I'm missing anything, then I apologize. That's just what I quickly jotted down as Ash was describing them.
We're looking for a Corellian and a Devil. Well, I don't suppose our Corellian friend we just spoke to would be our good friend Maxis.
No, doesn't look anything like him.
However, I don't know many devils.
Can't say I do either.
I'm willing to say that specialization is close enough. I'm gonna roll that.
Hmm?
Sorry, just
I believe our friend over there might be the second head of security of the museum.
It's entirely possible, yeah.
Do we leave him be or try and approach him?
Actually, let me edit that. I'm gonna put question mark by happily accepted.
My track record with speaking to anyone who's not a criminal overlord tends to not go well.
Can't say I'm the best at speaking to people myself. You see how that went?
Yes, well, I don't suppose either of us are too suited to lies. I'm going to message back and just kind of Nestia. This devil friend of ours Gantel Dro, I do believe he is here at the 4.5. Not sure what to do with that information, but there are not too many devils that I know of. I do have the information to reach a black marketeer, however. Should we proceed with getting our weapons and leave this dangling thread alone?
I mean, yes to the weapons. Part of me is just wondering if it would be in our interest to talk to Drell. Like, not even like asking him questions about like the security, just like, I don't know, but I don't want to raise suspicions to you guys in case we. And
You
I don't know.
said he was a pen tester. Well, that is something he and I have in common. And it sounds like he's made quite a name for himself in Imperial Center. I may be able to play up his vanity a bit, if that seems like something we might try.
That, or you may be able to have luck finding a little bit more information on him. Or did I get all the info? Because I had the brain words, the advantage, and I looked up more. He's the one I chose to look up more info on. So
Thank you,
I don't
Dr.
know if
Squiggums, for the follow. Welcome, my beautiful Jester. I was trying to look after your voice. That is a fantastic name. Sorry, continue, my love.
Squiggums.
Dr. Squig. I have
Dr.
Dr.
Squiggums.
Squiggums, MD.
I have access to a Wiggly. There's a Wiggly. There's a fellow Wiggly.
Wiggle. I think the information you have is what we got with the advantage.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get any more than that.
I don't think I have a way to access the HoloNet. I don't know if it would put him on... If it would put him on edge if
Give
I
me a
approached
streetwise.
him...
No difficulty.
Okay.
Just give me a streetwise. Okay. There's always a chance that approaching him will put him on edge. However, he is at an illegal bar as a security specialist.
That's fair.
And he is on his own, in the corner, happily watching people just do whatever. Signs point to that he's at the very least just chilling, and if he's more at home in the 4.5 than he is in one of the many completely legal bars, it's entirely possible that he won't be on edge by you.
See, I see how it is. He stares at everybody, it's just fine. Cone stares at people.
See,
that's because they can't see him staring at them, whereas with Cone, he was just, like, standing over them, breathing heavily.
He just stares.
not
Hello?
blinking.
You've made 33 breaths since I first started watching you.
I'll write that down in the mythos. Cone supposedly counts breaths.
Okay, so I'm
Oh, poor.
I'm
Sorry,
joking.
Sam.
I'm joking. Exactly. I'm joking. Don't worry.
I'm gonna wheel over towards him. I'm just kind of looking.
The eyes, the red eyes that are in the darkness will sort of move to you as you do and look you up and down.
I don't know if many devil. Would you happen to be Ganteldro?
The eyes sort of shift a little bit. Depends who's asking.
I don't mean to intrude on your drinking. I just happen to have heard of the great Dro's exploits on Imperial Center. As it happens, I'm a bit of a pen tester myself, so I was hoping I might be able to meet someone with such a prodigious reputation.
A clawed hand will come out of the darkness and indicate that you should take a seat, or at least, like, put yourself in a comfortable
Oh.
position.
I'll scoot my chair closer.
Cohen, yeah. Obviously, Cohen is with you, so like he's indicating to Cohen that you should sit down too, right? Why don't you tell me some of your stories? Maybe I'll tell you some of mine. He seems kind of at ease around you, almost. He seems to accept that there's more to you than meets the eye.
Have you ever heard?
As a DM note, your specialization that you have, Besh, is close enough to one of the ones that he respects that he is at ease around you.
As I'm sure someone with a toe in and an ear towards the hacking scene, you wouldn't have happened to have heard the name Beshikul Kirad, had you?
Okay, you have to repeat that because my brain did not process what you said, like at all.
You're good. As someone with a bit of a toe in and an ear towards the slightly more illicit hacking scene, you wouldn't have had to have heard the name Beshagol Kirad, had you?
So I have. Anything in particular of note that you did that I might know of?
I don't think anything to get my name in the holotapes yet, though I do hope to change that at some point.
He's gonna
Just
Your eyes are sort of adjusting to the darkness now, at least a little bit. You notice that on the table in the darkness is a visor that most Def will wear, that filters white light. Which is it's off right now, which is probably why he comes here, because there is very little white light around, which means it's probably a lot more comfortable for him. Defil cannot, for those who don't know, Defil see in the ultraviolet spectrum, which means white light is like painful and blinding to them. So when they're like out and about, they are pretty much always wearing these visors that filters white light from their vision so that they can actually function. But they have been known to be kind of uncomfy, right? It's it's like wearing a VR headset everywhere you go, right? Like it's just sort of vaguely uncomfy. He's gonna say, "Oh, I've done a few things. You ever hear of the museum job in the Imperial Center?"
I believe so. I haven't looked into it personally, but a friend was recently telling me about it.
Well,
Perhaps I might...
Picture this, right? I'm standing right in the heart of the museum, disguised as a maintenance worker. Security was tight, but I'd been planning this for months. I'd studied every inch of their system. One by one, I disabled each surveillance camera around the piece of artwork that I was going for. It was a data drive with like a whole suite of hollow pictures on them, all worth like a few thousand credits each. All told, a couple of $100K, just sort of sitting there. Slid past some of the guards. Didn't know I'm a maintenance worker. Of course, they didn't notice me fiddling around with cameras. And there it was. It's worth a fortune, just sitting there. So, carefully, I slip it off its pedestal and swapped it before the sensors could notice with a flawless replica of the drive that had been corrupted, so they could just explain left away. I wasn't thieved. The drive got corrupted. Oh, it's a terrible shame. Lots of process artwork lost. Boohoo. Moving on. Okay? I then slipped it into my maintenance bag. But the problem is, see, they're all tagged. Everything in there is tagged. They'll notice that it's gone because it'll pass the scanners. So what do?
Take it out the maintenance hatch?
Maintenance action scanners as well. No. Much better, right? Little beknownst to them, I had paid one of the guards who was brand new on the job, didn't know about the security code, to steal another holopick that was on display. I just walked out at the same time as him. They searched him first because he was brand new. Caught him. I'm let go, scot-free. Couple of 100K, real smooth. He sort of gives a smile and then takes a drink.
I'm gonna smile and nod. Incredible.
Though, personally, I much prefer the best job that I ever pulled. I stole a almost priceless gem in the Imperial Center. You know, there I was creeping through like a sprawling mansion. The guy who hired me was very explicit that he wanted the gem, and quietly. So, top-notch security though. Many people apparently that he approached said it was unstealable, wouldn't even touch it. But I'm me, right? So, bypass the laser tripwires, the thermal sensors that I had to fool by like wearing, I shit you not, a blanket over myself designed, to not transfer heat. It must have looked so ridiculous, but obviously all of this perfectly timed between patrol routes of the guards. I unfortunately had to knock out at least 2 guards. I don't like to kill, generally speaking, so I just used
Of course.
I just spiked their I just spiked their spatchka and they fell asleep. But finally I get to the vault door. And I carefully crack the vault door. I'm not an expert. It took me a little longer than I'd like, but the door opened. I remembered to turn off the silent alarm before I did, so it didn't go off, and there it was, this giant gem the size of a fist, glowing faintly. And I swipe it, put it in my bag, and unfortunately, I didn't realise that they'd alarmed the pedestal it was on too, so the alarm starts going off, so I have to dive through the door before it closes and locks me in the damn vault. At which point, I'm in the middle of a mansion and alarms are blaring, but, I'm nothing if not resourceful. So, into the vents I go, and I wait there. I don't move, because they'll hear me if I do that. I wait there for like 2 days, while they search the place. Eventually, everyone leaves, and it's, oh, well, shit, it's gone. What will we do? At which point, I make good my escape. It was a little difficult, but they said it was unstealable. He's gonna shrug and take another sip.
Incredible. Ah, well. It's too bad no one's ballsy enough to try and knock off the Jewel of Yavin while it's being displayed.
He's gonna grimace at that when you say that. And he's gonna say, yeah, I don't expect much problem with it.
Oh,
You
yeah?
seem okay. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna shrug. Of course, how the mighty have fallen. I'm working for security for the damn thing now.
You've gone legit?
He's gonna let out a low growl at that, if you can call it that.
Too bad. I was hoping to hear more and more about your fantastic exploits, but now that you're employed in a more legitimate capacity...
Okay, do me a favor. I want you to give me a deception, and it's going to be a hard with reds.
Oh.
Alright, well.
It's
So
3
it
reds.
is 3 reds.
Yep.
Well,
Just gonna
Yeah, that's fair.
Please.
Let's really, really, really hope we don't summon Vader.
Please go. Just okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay.
We get threats, but no despairs.
He's gonna get a sly smile and he's gonna start laughing. You're planning to steal it, aren't you? It's okay.
I'm gonna
I ain't gonna tell anyone. He's gonna say, hell, I'd slap you on the back if you managed to do it. He's gonna take a drink. It would do that Grayson good to be, brought down several hundred pegs.
gonna shrug. Oh well. That's definitely crossed my mind.
You're
I've
gonna
got a
fail.
way in.
You're gonna fail, for the record. Say, unfortunately, the security's too good. You're gonna fail. It amuses me, and I challenge you to put it off. But you will fail. Such is the way.
And why would we fail?
Because Grayson is far too smart. Too smart for his own good, Frank.
So it sounds like we have both pressure sensors and thermal cameras to contend with, as well as a contingency of guards.
No. There's no thermal cameras, just normal cameras. I'll give you that for free. And frankly, I should have 2 more guys than I actually do. No matter how much I ask, Dickhead Grayson assures me that we can do it with the amount that we've got.
I see.
My guys are pretty okay, actually. I would prefer if you didn't kill any of them.
No, never. Perhaps, as you said, put a couple to sleep, but nothing lethal. That's what our doctor's for. I'm sure he can whip up a impressive sleeping draught.
We could probably figure something out.
As it stands, there's only 6 people in the museum at any given time. Say, a shrug. As I said, I need at least 2 more, but he won't listen. And frankly, yeah, there's been bugger all cooperation from the Wing Guard. I even asked them to see if they could spare a couple of officers, sort of sit in, no dice.
Very well. I would, of course, prefer you not be in the room with the gem. I'm thinking of different ways to deal with any security personnel that might be in there.
He's gonna scoff at dealing with the security. It's like, to be honest, the cameras are woefully inadequate. There's a few places they don't even cover.
Really?
He's gonna nod. He seems to be smiling all the way through this. He's almost entertaining. He's entertaining the idea of you guys stating it as more of a game right now. There is definitely an air about him. He believes what he says when he says that you'll fail, right? And he's not saying. He doesn't seem to be saying out of confidence in himself. He seems to be saying out of confidence in Grayson, not himself.
I see.
Ah,
Incidentally, I just want to note, hilariously, this is one time that Besh's tendency for just spilling your guys' plan to the first person that she sees. Actually, the book
It's working out in our favor.
the book actually specifically states that if the PCs at any point tell him their plan, outright, then he is amused by it, challenges them to do it, and even gives them some information to help them do it. Out of sheer amusement at the idea. So for once it's working out.
May I also add, he did say for free, so...
I'm gonna kind of lean in and go, but to be honest, stealing the gem is not our only goal that evening.
Don't see everything.
Going with fucking Ella Besh a little bit.
Oh, are you planning to kill Grayson? He's gonna say, and his surroundings take on a definite air of sudden interest. And he'll like sort of lean forward a little bit.
There are those who we have intentions to not let leave the museum alive, but for the time being, those are more
His tongue is gonna lick his
ideas
teeth.
to float out.
He's gonna say, "I'll make you a deal." He's gonna say with like in a low growl. Here's
Oh.
the thing. The storeroom, the cleaner's room, which has 2 droids in it, by the way, you'll have to deal with those if you go in there, and the tap cafe can't be seen by the security. If you kill Grayson, I'll make sure that the 2 that I have in that room during the night get mysteriously busy for a period of at least half an hour. In fact, actually, I'll bring the entire security room into the tap cafe for half an hour. During that time, if the gem was to go missing, oops, my bad, he's gonna say with a smile. But Grayson has to die.
I will see what I can do, but
Gun tips on where Grayson may be. Or
if he
ideas,
is
he'll know.
if he is as well guarded and secretive as you imply, I can make no guarantees that we're able to kill him. However, if
He's gonna lean
there
back.
were
He's gonna lean back. It's your job to do the details on that one. I'm just saying, you promise me that Grayson dies? My men won't be in that room. Let's say 3:30 to 4 a.m. They'll be busy.
You may wanna try and give a date. I don't know if he already assumes it's gonna be the night of the gala or not, because I don't think you guys actively said it was going to be on the night of the gala.
I think he assumes that with how he's talking, though.
it will probably, obviously out of character, it'll probably have to be because if we kill Grayson before then, they'll cancel the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think there is that understanding between.
That unspoken understanding.
I'll be real. I'm sick of him. If I'm absolutely honest with you, and this doesn't leave this table, and I'm only saying this because you're a kindred spirit, you understand me?
Of course.
I may have lied about the time I stole the gem. Truth of the matter is, I didn't break the safe, my partner did. That's when the alarms went off. Turns out, the man who I had made to steal the damn thing was the guy who owned it. He was using me as a glorified fucking pen tester. Me, a master thief. And what's worse is after he had me caught because he knew I was coming, he threatened to let them jail me for way, way too long. The rest of my damn life, frankly, unless I mysteriously started working security for him. So here I am. It's been months. I'm fed up with being blackmailed. I want him humiliated and taken care of. If you can promise me to kill the rat bastard, I'm willing to help.
Cohen, dear,
Yes.
you can make poisons, can't you?
Like I said before, medicines used in the correct quantities can be acted as poison.
Will Grayson have poison testers for his drinks?
Not during the gala, I say. Not to my knowledge, anyway. I haven't arranged for it, nor do I really plan to. But it's not my shift. That's Burr's. And Burr is loyal to him. As long as he gets paid. He is, however, not the sharpest knife in the drawer, if you know what I mean. I got my
If-
position because he needed someone with brains on his security detail. Let's just put it that way.
If you are able to keep from getting a poison tester, I have confidence that we will be able to make sure that our dear friend Mr. Grayson meets with his demise.
Is there a way to like
He
it's
can't
not
die.
like in a
Sorry. He can't die in public. Has to be in private.
is
you're
there a
capable
way
of-
to do
Yeah. Go ahead.
is there a way to do like a slow poison? Not like quite a
Contrary to popular
Like,
belief,
what-
most poison isn't fast acting.
Yeah, a lot of poisons are slow acting.
It would most likely be a couple of hours
So
before
long as
it-
you didn't use space cyanide, you should be okay.
Because we don't want Zekrafol or Grayson to die at the party. We want them to die after it. Because if they die during the party, that ends the gala early, and we make less money. So the ideal would be the kind of poison that would kick in about an hour afterwards.
either that or like as soon as it kicks in while he's asleep and it looks like he died in his sleep.
Yeah.
Because there's the chance like even an hour after he could still be with someone and word gets out and security's risen.
Well, I mean, most poisons have an effect that would visually look similar to a heart attack. So
Well,
even if he
said it
was
has
with
to be
one
private.
person.
There.
Yeah.
You okay, Maddie?
Yeah, I'm fine. Not much for me right now, so.
Fair. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
No, you're fine.
Dear, do you have confidence that you are able to make a poison that would be delayed in activation, but altogether lethal?
I do.
Are we going to want to make sure it's not traceable either?
We can
mean,
sort
should
out those kind of details later,
Yeah.
but I just want to make sure that I am not lying to this guy, because we don't want him to end up turning on us afterwards if we don't manage to kill
So the
Grayson.
fun thing is that FFG actually does have several poisons that just cause slow deaths, like over time. So like, so long as you can get your hands on those, like, and spike their drink without anyone noticing, they will almost certainly die. But like days after you've poisoned them.
Yeah, and just like very well then.
Well, we won't have to worry because he just said the cafeteria area has no security cameras, and if that's where most of the feast and food and stuff is going to be held.
Plus, I have really high rolls on stealth, so I might be able to get them in without noticing.
Yeah, my stealth is pretty decent, so
Yeah.
Between the two of us.
That or we just disguise it as your pain meds that we were talking about getting you
Yeah.
before.
As long as you aware, dear friend, that it may take the poisons a few days to take their full effect, I can promise you that Grayson will meet his demise.
Okay then. 3:30 to 4:30 is 3:30 to 4 is your window. I can't guarantee more than that, otherwise then both the guys might get suspicious or just annoyed at me. but I'll call them into the tap cafe for drinks, and the gem will be unattended. Get in and out between that time, and well,
That's all the time we'll need.
Is there any like way we'd be able to like turn off the cameras, or is that what we'll worry about with you, Bash?
I should be able to deactivate
he's
the
not
cameras.
promising to like deactivate the security system. He's just making sure the guards aren't going to be around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, is like a more stealthful way of like trying to turn off the cameras when the time comes too, when he calls them in for drinks.
That I can take care of.
We can figure that out.
Will there be any, as you mentioned, pressure sensors on the gem?
Not that I hang on. Actually, he's actually going to shake his head. I'm not giving you any more information than what I've given you. Sorry, it's too risky. I have to hedge
Very
my
well.
bets here. You might not be able to pull this off, and you might not kill Grayson. I have to hedge my bets. He's going to say.
That is fair enough. We'll just have to play our cards right.
Oh, we will, Cone. Worry not. Unlike you, my dear friend, we shall steal the unstealable, and you will know precisely who did it. And with that, I'm just gonna pull my chair away and make my way out of the bar.
Then Cone falls after.
Just gonna mic drop and leave. As we leave, I'm gonna try and kind of turn to Cone and just go, well, dear friend, I haven't had any time alone with you yet. Sometime after the heist, I need to have a conversation with you, just the two of us.
When we have the time.
Alright, so I'm gonna beep to the other two, tell them we know where we can get the weapons.
Yeah, but we can't really potentially step out of the without getting bombarded with people and questions. So
Yes, but doesn't mean you can't say like what kind of weapon
as
you
the
prefer.
days, I will say, each day that passes, you guys become a little more ordinary in terms of like people like ignoring you. That's not to say that they will ignore you completely. It's just that they're not really looking out for you like after a little while, which means you'll have to basically introduce yourself in order to be like, "Hey, do you know who I
Okay.
am?" Right? Like so. About a day before the gala, you'll be at the stage where like you can go out without people immediately recognizing you.
okay.
Luckily, a lot of the one thing that's sort of went in your favor is there's a lot of media coverage about the Stormhawks.
death. Yeah.
Because they died, and the carbine. That while you guys are still mentioned and your face is shown, you're mentioned a lot less if someone hadn't have died. To be honest, yeah. Okay, so you'll still have to roll for do the roll for like rarity of the thing that you're looking for. It's just you can also get forbidden and restrict items now too because you found the stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah.
You found the black market, so you're able to actually get things that you're not supposed to.
Know what I would want that's restricted.
Let me just quickly, because I'm pretty sure there's a rarity modifier. Where is the? Hang on 1 second. Mm, I can't find it. I know it was here somewhere. Ah, you know what? It might be under the exploring the Cloud City because, you know, we wouldn't put it in a place that's good, right?
Of course not.
I want to shake some of these people that make these books. Like their viewpoint on what should go where is often so weird. Like they're just like, oh yeah, no, totally. People, yeah. Hang on. Okay, apparently it's not. I don't know where it is then. I know it's here somewhere. Because Cloud City has its own modifier for. Has its own like modifier for. Can't find it. So for now we'll just operate as if it has no modifier. Okay.
Okay.
Because yeah, no, I can't find it anywhere, which is fucking infuriating.
So these guys are still out and about, or has a little bit of time passed?
We're now at the you guys can like meet up and discuss what you want to do from here on.
Because I don't think we have an exact description of what Grayson looked like, and I wasn't sure if we should do another like computers check or anything to look into him.
I could do that. Could probably find just about anything you'd want to know about him.
Yeah, how he's the founder of a.
You could always ask Arend and Aris.
Yeah.
But if you want to give me computers, you can give me computers.
Okay. Just standard
that.
difficulty.
Indeed, yes.
That is a lot of successes.
Holy shit. Yes, it is.
Along with 2 threats, though, so.
Okay, let me. Sorry, he's not as part of the. His readout is not in where I thought it was. You'd think it'd be, at least be here, but apparently not. Like, that's, you know, that's fine. So, care, Prospera. Boss. Ah, here we go. Maris Grayson. See, you've got lots of successes there, so it. Grayson is an imperial bureaucrat with a fairly high rank, actually, enough that he's not really drawing attention to himself. With this gala that he's throwing, right? Like it's almost as if like it seems that him doing this is almost expected with someone of his level. He rose to power a while ago. And I will give you this for free because Aris has sort of already told you about it. But yeah, you find further confirmation that like his rise to power was basically at the Shen's expenses. Their disgrace was his, big moment to rise ranks. He seems to have been trying to get an audience with the with Baron Administrator Lando Calrissian. Whether or not he's been successful or not is not said, but like it's suggested that the reason he's holding the gala is a sort of like as a sort of way to get at him. Like within the public sphere, the gossip is that he's throwing the gala to get the Baron Administrator's attention. Obviously, you guys know that the reason he's throwing the gala is to sell the jewel. But it seems other than that, he seems quite reclusive. He isn't seen in public very often. He tends to he tends to like hide away in his private quarters and conduct business long range whenever he can. It seems like the best way to get at Grayson would probably be at the gala, which you correctly surmised. He's staying at the Yareth. He's staying at in his own private quarters on Cloud City that he owns. They are, it seems, in the tourist district. Just below the tourist district. Judging from the building that they're in, the security for that place would be immensely tight. All sorts of high techery. You're kind of lucking out in that the Fig and Associates Museum isn't really built to be secure. Like it's secure, but it's no like there's a reason why like art thieves and stuff target museums, and it's because often security at museums is a lot less than some people think it is, right? If you ever come across a Tumblr post talking about like heist movies if they were realistic, written by people who work in security for like museums and stuff, stuff like the robber was caught by a security guard that walked through the place, and the only reason they caught him was because they dropped one of the 7 bags of Cheetos he was carrying at that moment, bent down to pick them up, and saw his feet. The alarm, a general notice to everyone, to the security forces that in the museum that the key to the alarm system is now being kept permanently inside the switch to turn it off, as it keeps going off randomly and annoying everybody. That sort of thing. But it seems that Grayson's security on like where he lives isn't managed by himself. It's managed by the Wind Guard. And the Wing Guard are notoriously efficient and kind of scary.
Yeah.
Arend and Aris have both counseled you repeatedly not to get the Wing Guard's attention, because they are a police
Yes.
force.
Yes, I haven't had a chance to go.
You okay?
Yeah, I haven't been able to go get dinner yet.
Okay. Um.
At 3.
Other than that, that's pretty much what you get on him. There's very little available on Grayson, other than what Aris and Arend has already told you, and what I just, it's
Mhm.
mainly rumor mill stuff, right? Like, or Alrighty. With that, we'll go on a short break. We may actually we may be ending here, but we'll see. Depends on how people are feeling. But we're going to be right back regardless. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe. We'll see. Alrighty, we're back. We're gonna just sort out their roles for finding what they want, and then and some a little bit of planning, and then we're gonna call it there. It's a bit of a shorter episode, but that's fine. It's just the way the cards were dealt, and there's nothing wrong with that. So okay, and you guys want to quickly have a quick discussion about the what you plan to do next, and then we'll get to the rolling to see whether or not you can buy what you want to buy, and onwards we go.
All right, so any fun weapons anybody wants to get?
What?
Uh,
Oh wow.
Ah, wow.
I went to get ice cream.
Also, so plans that you guys have.
We will. We've got a fairly good idea of what to expect on the night of the gala. We need to look into Cone either making or procuring the poisons we'll need.
That begs the question: what kind of poison would we need for something like this?
No, shit. Our DM did say that there were some things in the books that would be roughly what we were looking for.
In my opinion, potentially untraceable.
So we'll have to look at what poisons we have available, how hard they are to find.
Oh, and do you want to give me a medicine check quickly? Let's make it a so. Let's have a look. Average. Give me an average medicine check, please.
2 purples.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let's go.
So the best thing that you can think of that you could grab isn't actually even restricted. Specifically because it's a rodent aside. It's an anticoagulant which breaks down a creature's small blood vessels. That would be perfect for this, namely because it will take days to kill someone.
Okay.
It's rarity 4. It's called Cyanosis D570, and it's fairly cheap. You could probably get it completely legally.
Okay.
Rodents can be a bit of a problem on Cloud City, so it's entirely possible that multiple vendors stock it. You won't need illicit to get it. But basically, when someone ingested it, they do a hard resilience check to overcome it, and if they fail it, they get 2 wounds and 2 strain immediately, and they get an extra wound and a strain per day for 10 days.
10 days.
Enough to kill pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
It would kill one of you eventually. If you
I think
didn't
that's the
kill.
point.
Yep.
I think that works for our needs.
I guess the thing is do we know if it's traceable or not?
I mean, okay, so
After 10 days, we wouldn't be.
so here's the thing. Even in real life, there's no such thing as an untraceable poison.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's just how
I mean,
traceable.
if they look for a poison, they will find one. However, there's no. I mean, provided there's no way to lead us back to you. I mean, Grayson is a powerful Imperial official. There are
There's
a
probably a lot of people who want him dead.
There's a lot of people that stand to gain from him unceremoniously dying. Like,
Also, it sounds like it's a fairly innocuous poison.
he'll just feel ill for several days, and then he'll suddenly die. Like, that's same as if you kill someone with rat poisoning, right? If you use rat poison on someone, like, they will, like, if you use enough of it, that they will feel very ill for several days, and then they will die because it attacks the small blood vessels. It destroys them. Basically, effectively, what it does is it makes them bleed out very slowly. Again, an anticoagulant just means that internally he will bleed for days and then die from the blood loss. It's okay. The doctor said all my bleeding was internal. That's where the blood's supposed to be. To quote Jake Peralta.
Oh, I love Jake Peralta.
Are you really pulling the gay card right now? Yas, queen.
Alright, so we got an idea of the poison. And it sounds like it's not that hard to find. So we're okay there. Past that, what other items do we need to procure? Need to procure the climbing gear just in case.
Yeah. Definitely some kind of weaponry just in case.
Yep. Past that, I really don't think we need anything else at the moment.
I guess this is for own personal sake. Ash, how much? I don't know if I'd have to like get like a, because I do kind of want to dress nice for this just to like play the act, but would I have to like get a custom like outfit made for this, or would Cloud City have like?
I mean,
something
like,
for me
okay, so
for my
it's the
race?
nature of this is an age old question for I think for person Star Wars. Surely, any like world that has such a wide range of species just has an insane amount of tailors. Like you would you would have to go to a tailor. It would take like a day to get what you needed, and it'd cost a couple of hundred credits probably, if you want something like that's fitting for the gala. However, bear in mind you are a Grand Prix winner. You don't necessarily have to go super expensive.
Yeah.
Because you're not part of high society ordinarily. You're there as a sort of like, congratulations, you won the Grand Prix, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you didn't dress to impress, it would not work against you, right?
Okay.
However, if you dressed to impress, I would almost certainly give you boosts to checks, socially speaking.
Which is what we want, because, we're trying to convince people to pay to
I'm
bet
gonna
more.
say you could spend a maximum of 200 credits on your costume and you'll get a boost per 100 credits spent.
Okay then.
And that goes for everyone individually, if you guys want to do that. Liv will we'll go ahead and say that your 200 credits would represent a deep droid clean, along with like maybe fetching artwork painted by an artist upon your chassis. As a sort of like,
Hey, yo, droid tattoos.
Fucking tattoos.
I know, I
Alright,
guess,
hold
yeah.
on. Let me Google droid tattoos real quick.
Oh my god, that's not gonna give you what you want, dear.
It's just gonna
No,
give you. It's just gonna
droids.
give you tattoos in the shape of droids. That's all it's gonna give you. Like,
So
copious...
is it? It's 100 per after the 200. It'll give a
No.
boost.
No, I'm saying a maximum of 200, and you'll get one boost per 100 credits you spend. So you can dress to impress for 100 credits, and you only get one boost, but you can do 200 and get two.
You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll do the 200. and get the dress. I don't know if there's any way I could like put that under my gear or anything at all now that I have it on my person.
Yeah, you
but-
just call it eloquent dress. Go ahead and note down in it that it gives +2 boosts to checks for high class social situations. So basically, anything above a certain threshold, if you wear that dress, like any sort of function, if in future for some weird reason you guys go to another like function like a gala or whatever, and you wear that dress,
Yeah.
it'll apply there too. Because it just makes you look like you belong. That's the main thing, right? Puppy is Kaylee from Firefly.
Shiny.
What would this skill be, or is it just one?
It's
you
just the
said,
social checks, in general.
Okay, so I can just
Not
Oh.
coercion though. I don't think you could coerce someone in a very prettily made dress very easily. That'd take a special
Yeah.
talent, right?
what's
Charm and
so you
negotiation.
charm, and it's 2,
2 boosts.
and then it would be skill, and then is it just charm or
Charm and negotiation.
negotiation? Oh, whoops, not that one. Oh, there it is. There we go. I'm learning things.
Heck yeah, good girl.
And what did you say to call it, Ash? Just a gala dress?
I mean, like, whatever descriptor is appropriate. Like, gotta call it like a fancy dress. That's fine. It's that's up to you. It doesn't matter what it's called. Just make it descriptive enough that you understand what it is and won't look at it later on and go, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah. I'm just trying to be careful because I don't want it to automatically. I just want it to trigger when I'm wearing it, so I don't know if because if I have it on at all times, it's just gonna add the boosts permanently. Because I can add it in the modifiers, but
Yeah, the modifiers will
I mean, I
should
can
only
always-
apply if you've got it equipped. As long as you put it down as like armor, should
oh, as armor. Okay, I accidentally put it underneath them. I put it under gear.
Well,
Let
actually,
me
you might
fix
be able
that.
to equip gear as well.
Shit.
Actually, hang on, let me have a look.
I
Yeah.
accidentally-
Under gear, it's gonna always be active. It's the problem.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Yeah, I can. I accidentally removed my.
Alrighty.
But
So the plan is, I guess, poison Grayson, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah.
we've got so far. Poison Grayson. Otherwise, is there any changes to the plan that you're going to be doing that you've already got? Because
I mean, obviously, we got the half hour between 4:30 and 3:30 and 4 to try and get the gem. Other than that, I think we're pretty much good.
okay, then. In that case, do you guys want to roll either spend your credits for your fancy clothes now, and also roll for any equipment that you want to purchase?
What kind of roll is that going to be?
I'm not gonna make you roll for the poison, Cohen, and the reason why is because it's a rat poison.
So I could easily find it.
You could easily find that with enough searching. I'm not gonna make you. It's rarity 4, which is an average check, but like Cloud City has a problem with rodents. Like it actually does. So like, it will be widely available.
Okay.
It's 50 credits per dose.
So I just need the one dose, unless we still want to do the thing with Zekor.
Well, remember, there's always a chance that
Yeah.
he'll resist it, so you guys have to be careful.
I guess. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the only way you'll have to know whether or not it's working on him is if he looks basically more tired as the night goes on. Like, after you've given him his drink, if he starts to look a bit strung out, then you know that he's probably, that's going to be perception-based, though. You're going to have to, like, perceive him, and then...
Let's go ahead and get a minimum of 4, so we have 2
Yeah.
for each.
Okay.
That is assuming you still plan to kill Zekrophil.
That's why I said if. Because I can
Mhm.
still get the 4, and if we can do Zekrophil, then great. If not, that's fine.
Yeah. Zekrophil, if we can't get her on the gala night, we'll have to find another way. But
But
obviously,
the Grayson one
Grayson
is...
is our main priority.
Yeah. Okay. So you said that was 50 each?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so anything else that you guys wish to purchase? If you go to the black market here that you've been pointed to, knock on the door. You enter a shady room. It's like any other storefront, but it's closed off. People can't see into it, and you are surrounded by thugs. Effectively, it's like 3 thugs in a room, in addition to the seller. They seem mainly to be there, like they're all in different positions. They seem to mainly be sitting there just so that if something bad happens, they're on hand. The black marketeer will be all smiles. 1 second. He is the man behind the counter, and like the store you're in, it doesn't look fairly. It looks it's worn, but it has the look of someone who's only recently set up shop in this place. If you know what I mean. Like the chances are good that this man isn't like a staple of Cloud City. He's more just one of the people that moves through. Upon entering, being let in by the thugs, you guys are like sort of like crowding the room, and a man walks out from the back to behind the counter. He's a weequay. He has sort of like dreadlocks running down from his from his hair's in like dreadlocks, and he's wearing a pair of goggles, and he has like a big smile. He's got a fairly well put together like or almost a suit that he's wearing, a long flowing coat. And he will like widen his expressions. Welcome, my friends. How
Hello?
can I help you? Hondo Anaka at your service.
Motherfucker.
Is it heavy weaponry you like? I have lots of heavy weaponry on sale. Each purchase gets a free holdout blaster over, 1,000 credits. I'm not made of blasters.
Of course. Good Saranaka.
His other thugs are also weakways, and they're all eyeing you suspiciously. I'm hoping I'm doing the voice justice, but I'm probably not.
Yeah, good enough, good enough.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Go ahead and roll me, babe. Knowledge Underworld. It's gonna be. We're gonna say 3 difficulty.
Okay.
Hard. And I'm gonna upgrade one to a red because I'm that kind
Okay.
of person. Okay. The name rings a bell, but you can't put your finger on why, right? like but the name definitely, like, you know, there's this little like bell ringing in the back of your head.
There's some kind of recognition.
Yeah. Incidentally, I have a special right now. Would you like to hear the specials?
Of course, sir. What do we have today?
Well, I have an entire crate of Nala tree frogs. They can be yours for only 500 credits.
Pardon, did you say tree frogs?
Nala tree frogs. They're a favorite among the huts. Long story short, I thought I was buying grenades, and it turns out I misunderstood. My translator wasn't working properly. Needless to say, I have a whole crate of Nala tree frogs. I will sell you them for 500 credits, almost at cost. Only, the man has to stay in business. Who knows? There could be grenades buried in. I didn't dig around. Frogs treat me out.
I appreciate the generous offer, dear Sir Onaka, but I don't suppose I'm in the market for tree frogs at this moment.
You're very eloquent, my friend. You sound like you're from the core worlds. Am I right?
Yes, I did a lot of my growing up on Cruisin.
Ah, the Imperial Center. A wonderful city. Hondo has always wanted to visit. Or maybe he has. Who knows? He's gonna give a sly smile. No. Come. What is it you wish for?
Well,
Okay, so in order to find whatever you want to do for the record, you have to tell me what rarity it is, and then I will give you a difficulty of negotiation. I'm pretty sure it is. Hang on, let me check. Negotiation check, or I may allow you to use a knowledge skill check to find it instead, if I'm feeling kind and I think it's appropriate. So I guess what would you guys like to buy from Hondo Inaka, who is a completely unremarkable black marketeer, who is definitely not in canon at all. For those of you who don't know, Hondo Inaka is in both Clone Wars and Rebels.
I think he's also in Resistance.
He might be, yeah.
He's just
he is
hard to kill.
He's
This
very hard to
guy.
kill.
Oh my god.
Everyone loves Hondo. He's harmless. Look at him. Would this guy hurt anyone? I don't think he would.
Yeah, sure.
Henshaw is no longer profitable. Good Sir Onaka,
Motherfucker.
I'm find myself looking for some more right style gear for my droid here. Do you happen to have any force spikes on hand?
Force pike. Let me think. Okay, what rarity is it?
4.
Okay, that's an average negotiation. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna amend a rarity to that.
Assuming the
We're gonna
Imperial Guards haven't bought them all up.
Yeah, okay, so actually you're in luck. I would have put a +1 modifier, which is 5, which is average still anyway, so go ahead and give me that. A force pike, yes, it's very specialist equipment. Used by the Imperials. I think I have one in the back, yes. How much is it normally?
I think it said
500.
450, 500.
Yeah, I have it right here. I'm on the page.
Yep, 500.
Yes. Is it restricted?
No.
Or forbidden?
It
So
doesn't look like it.
next to the rarity, no. Okay.
No.
Yes.
They're
For
standard
you,
right here.
For you, my friend, I will sell this to you for 600 credits. A better deal than you'll find anywhere else. This one happens to be. He's actually gonna. He's gonna like click, and one of his weak cards is gonna go into the back and appear with the force pike. This one, you see, taken off of the completely legally deceased corpse of an Imperial guard. Note, it has edgework in the handle. Very important.
Yes, very well. With your handsome smile and winning honesty, I will go ahead and take it for 600.
Sold for 600 credits. Wonderful, wonderful. And the rest of you, what else would you like? Is there anything that Safi wants to buy?
I'm looking real fast.
Okay, that's fine. Take your time. Maddie, any particular weaponry that catches the robot's eye?
Shit, not off the top of my head. I'd have to look through the entire list again.
Do you
Let me
need
see
the
if I can
list?
pull that up. Yeah, I'm gonna need the list.
Give me a second. Let me
Can
screenshot it for you.
Can I ask, of those who know who Hondo is, did you work out who it was as I opened my mouth and spoke as him, or did it take
Oh, yeah.
him introducing himself for you to
The
realize
second
who
you
were
did
dealing
that
with?
voice, I was like, motherfucker.
I didn't. I recognize faces, not names.
Yeah, no,
so-
I get you. Yeah. I like doing Hondo's voice. It's a fun voice to do.
But as soon as you started making fun of it, he is a totally legit canon. Totally legit. I'm all like,
no, I said
great.
he's totally not in canon. Like, no, totally. Occasionally, canon characters might peek in their heads, but like the
I'll put
only
it
one
in
that
the
I can think of,
cantina so everyone can see.
the only one I can really think of, the only character I could think of that would have any sort of recurrence canonically wise is probably Hondo. To be honest, like, I mean, it's Hondo. He gets around, right? Like, and he always tends to show up in the least expected places, doesn't he?
Alright, let's see. We each have 1,000 credits from the winning, not from the winnings, from the betting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
We could
after watching that clip, you did the voice perfectly, Ash.
Did we get the actual winnings for the two people?
Not until after the gala.
Okay. We didn't get the winnings, and of course we don't have the lottery stuff. Or the
We have the lottery stuff.
well, yeah,
that's
the
the
lottery
1,000 you
stuff,
got.
but we don't. Okay. Alright, looking at the
You
list
each
real
got given
quick.
1,000 credits. Some of you
Yeah.
spent some of that already.
I have spent nearly all of it this session because Besh is terrible with money.
I haven't spent all of it.
Yeah,
I've only spent 200.
Yeah, I spent for the poison, but I'm still debating.
It's entirely possible. Like, I encourage you to debate because, like, you know, it's entirely possible that you're willing to help each other out. Like, if one of you isn't buying anything in particular, then you can always, you know.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, because I bought the force spike for Liv.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What's up, 10?
What?
Looking Cantina, one of the things that's on the list that I could buy that definitely would have catch Liv's eye, but whether or not she should get it, I
Flamethrower?
don't know. No.
Which one?
It's the heavy repeating blaster.
Ah.
If they have one,
Do you
She
have
would
6,000
pay
credits?
That's 6,000 credits.
it's 6,000, so she can't.
And it
but
is also restricted.
yeah, well, we'll get that eventually. But
So
Okay.
that's something to keep in mind.
He's gonna see you eyeing the heavy repeating blaster rifle. Ah, the heavy repeating blaster rifle. Hondo has used one of these before. If you can handle the recoil, it is wonderful. Note, for you, my friends, the listed price is 7,000, but I will be kind. 6,250 credits for a valued customer, and that comes with a 3 holdout blaster. He's actually going to take out one of the holdout blasters. You'll notice that on the holdout blaster's handle is etched a mini representation of Hondo. The exclusive Hondo blaster. Easily concealable. Not that anyone so as honorable as you, valued customers, would do something so crass as hide a blaster.
intriguing. I will have to be back for it in the future.
Ah. Light on cash, my friend.
My
I'm a
friend.
droid. So yes.
He's gonna sort of scratch his. What line of business are my valued customers in, perchance?
It might not be best to ask questions, sir.
Of course, of course. Of course. Hondo only asks because if you are perhaps in the right line of business, a deal could be arranged.
No.
He's
Would
like, as he says that, he's
I'm-
like rubbing his forefinger and his
Hey,
thumb together.
curious question, Ash. Would I know
Yeah.
anything about him from my because
Give
of
me
my
knowledge
family
underworld.
and
It's a hard check, and I'm gonna upgrade one to red. Knowledge underworld.
okay. Knowledge underworld.
With your I'm gonna give you a boost actually as well because of your family dealings.
Okay, and then you said it was upgrade. I am going to do boop boop.
Okay.
Fair.
Holy
Hey,
shit,
oh, let's
Puppy,
go!
every time. What is with Puppy and Triumphs?
Let's go.
A light bulb goes off in your head, Nez. Your family has dealt with Hondo before. This man is like about as trustworthy as a womp rat in a granary. That's not to say that he can't be trusted. You just have to make sure that, you don't let him run rampant, otherwise things might go awry. You recall one time that your family bought a whole bunch of, unprocessed furs off of him, and it turned out that, over half the furs were, utterly unusable. Not because he, necessarily intentionally sold you unusable furs, he just happened to sell you a bunch that had basically moth eggs in them, and by the time you guys unpacked them, they'd already eaten through half the fucking thing. Right? It's like your family sort of chalked it up to he's not experienced at doing at selling furs, and they sort of also viewed it as their own fault, so nothing came of it. But at least some of the people that you dealt with, he never really felt like he was completely on the up and up. He sold the furs and split awfully fast for a man who did it by accident, right?
Yeah.
Needless to say, this thing he's offering, he will probably sell you the blaster, but the favor he asks for might not be worth the price of admission.
I'm just going to be like
Proceed with caution,
like,
basically, right? Like,
well, yeah, I'm just not going to be mean to Liv, but I'm just going to just like set a hand on the counter and just double affirm. We will be back for it in the future and pay then when we can.
Are you sure? It's easy job. I just need you to go and visit someone who owes me a little bit of money.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to get really close to the guy. We will
Thugs
be
around
back.
you become a bit uneasy. That actually
We-
seems to like shift.
We will be back when we can afford.
Ah, very well. Hondo tries. It's gonna say.
A little too hard.
I am a salesman. Can you blame me?
Yes, I can. I'm gonna turn around and walk away on that one. Yes, I
Your
can blame
droid.
you.
When was the last time you memory wiped them? You see, she seems a little feisty. Not that I have
I'm
a
gonna
problem
stop.
with feisty droids. He says.
Gonna stop, kind of look over my shoulder. Would you like to try to memory wipe me?
We are all friends here, okay? He's gonna say what
Live, dear. Please do not accost, dear Captain Anako. He is just a businessman doing business.
Just somehow
Exactly.
a droid.
It's all business.
Somehow a droid just clicks her tongue, like walks off.
I like to
Walks
imagine
to the other
that,
side of
like,
the shop.
I like to imagine that Liv just has an internal soundboard where she just records certain sounds so she can play them back when she needs.
The knuckle cracks are an actual her own knuckle cracks.
Yeah,
other
it's
people's
just
knuckle
yeah, it's
cracking.
other people's knuckle crack.
She'll make the motion, but it's someone else's knuckle cracking, and you'll just
Yeah.
hear like a.
I approve of this.
I love that.
You know, all right, fuck it, we're in. I'm in with that. Let's go.
You can trust me, or my name isn't Hondo Onaka. Anything else you wish to buy?
Any chance you got a gaffy stick?
Daffy stick. Used by the Sand People. A feisty bunch. He's gonna click, and the guy who went and got the force spike is gonna go search. Go ahead and give me a negotiation. What rarity is it?
Ready to.
Okay, it's rarity 2, but I am gonna up it by 2, and the reason why I'm gonna up it by 2 is because you're in Cloud City. You're far removed from that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, like it's gonna be an average negotiation, please.
Okay.
I'm also gonna up it, but I'm gonna use a force. Oh, all that.
Okay, so 1 red, 1 purple.
1 red and 1
Right.
purple. Yeah.
Let's go, Sephi!
You're in luck, my
What?
friend. It seems that my colleague here has found not 1 but 4 gaffy sticks, each from a different tribe. I promise I did not kill any sand people to acquire these. I merely found them in a port one day.
Ash,
Yes?
am I'm just going to polite. Am I able to look over the stick? I'm just gonna ask Hondo. Am I able to look over the merchandise at all?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception. It's gonna be, we're gonna make it an easy one. Actually, no, make it average. Make it average. Two purples.
Ready.
So, you're gonna look them over. It's the finest quality goods, always sold here. And yeah, no, looking over them, he's right. There are 4 gaffy sticks here. However, 1 has a hairline fracture that means that the minute it contacts any, if it's used with any force, it's probably gonna break. 1 looks like it's been chewed by like a dog or something, like viciously. Another one, and the other 2 look okay. So it's more like
Okay.
2 gaffy sticks. like not so much 4. No.
Um, I'll I'll go ahead and just be like, these will be the two.
What is wrong with you? He's gonna stop and he's gonna look at them and goes, "That's fine. You wish for two then."
Yes, two will suffice.
I see. I assume you're gonna get one, Nez, as well as
I'm
Sappy?
just
Yeah, I'm
I
getting
didn't know.
one.
Yeah, I don't know how many Sappy was
Sappy
going
ones.
to get.
Oh,
I
okay.
was just
Yeah, I'm getting one.
Oh, okay.
I was
fair enough.
I was just pointing out the two.
There
Oh,
are two
okay.
good ones.
Yeah, I was just trying to say in the way that we'll get these two without trying to be like I don't know. I don't want to like
Yeah.
lower his trust or anything in a way. I just want to like non what's the word? Look over
Nonchalant?
them without nonchalant. I didn't know if that was the right word or not. Just But I mean, yeah, I could a melee weapon probably would be smart to get. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get one.
Yeah.
I'll get the other one.
For you, for the lovely lady and the lovely man, he's gonna sort of look you up and down. He's gonna lean over to Bash. He is a man, yes. It's hard to tell with people of his species.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Humans?
Nothing. All humans look vaguely alike to me.
I am male, yes.
Which is funny, considering to your human eyes, the Weequay in the room all look vaguely the same. If you've actually ever looked at the Weequay, they actually genuinely do look very similar to one another.
Oh, yeah.
Very well, my man and Wolf, for you, 125 credits each.
Each.
Yes. And I make the other two a gift. Buy one, get one free. Only here at Hondo Anaka's store. Basically, he's offering 125 credits, and you get a gaffy stick each, and one useless stick that will break the second you try and use it. Stick.
Or we buy the one and get the other good one for free.
Yeah.
You want to go half seas on one, and we'll get the other 75 each instead. Cohen.
Sure, why not?
As a warning, if you do that, you will get one good one and one broken one.
Oh,
Like,
he
he's-
won't get the
let's
other
just
good
do
one.
125.
He's indicating the ones that you refused. Those are the ones that you'll be getting for free if you buy each one of those.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
125?
Yeah.
Indeed. Pleasure doing business with you, my friend.
My friending.
No, not my friending. he's gonna he'll happily. Anything else that I can do?
I suppose I'm satisfied.
Part of me
May I
was
offer you
debating
the latest in high fashion clothing? He's gonna click his fingers, and the guard will vanish and then come out with like what looks like a snakeskin leather jacket. He goes, the finest in crate dragon leather. He's gonna say with a smile.
Part of me
Hunted
is
myself,
just like-
don't you know? On Tatooine, very deserty place. 2 suns, very hot.
part of me just out of shits and giggles wants to look over it, but at the same
By all
time,
means, go ahead.
1 second, I'm getting a gappy stick added to my thing. Same thing, or do I have a slight better roll since it's a? Does it count as a fur or a skin?
You get 2 boosts. Same. Go ahead and give perception. Make it a hard one. You get a couple of boosts because you know your animals, right?
Ah, damn.
I mean, it
first
could be
fail in a
crate.
while.
I mean, it could be. It could be crate dragon leather. You don't know. It looks like
Yeah, it's
leather,
gonna
at
be like-
least.
Yeah, looks like leather.
I personally find myself with a bit of an affection for clothing of a more concealing variety. Do you happen to have any robes?
He's gonna lean in conspiratorially in a very low voice, say, "Are you sure this is a conversation you wish to have in front of your friends?"
They're just robes, my friend.
Ah, yes, but I have some very. He's gonna look around like suspiciously. Special robes.
I'm gonna kind of harden my eyes towards him. Special of what manner?
You see, several months ago, Hondo was in the Imperial Center for the first time in his life. There he entered a casino and played sabak for also the first time in his life. Beginner's luck won out, and I won even the fellow that I was fighting's clothes off his back. You see, Hondo, only after getting them, realized they were Jedi robes. Of course, I immediately concealed them. If the Empire found me with traitorous robes, Hondo would be in big trouble.
You mean to tell me you have Jedi robes?
But so loud. The Empire has ears everywhere. Who to tell who is listening in? He's gonna say.
Neither my companions nor I have any lost love for the Empire, worry not.
Yeah, he sort of nods and he'll indicate to the thug who will take the, I say with quotation marks, crate dragon leather jacket away. Like the so I'll type it. So
Hey Ash, quick question.
like, oh, I accidentally put exclamation crate leather, crate dragon. Yes, my love.
For the broken gaffy stick, is there gonna be like any edited to damage or anything? Since it's broken.
No, it's just a useless stick. Like that's what it is. It's just a useless stick.
So do you just want us to put it down as under?
You don't have
you
to put
still
it down
want
if you
it
want.
on
You
its
can just throw it away immediately. It's up to you. But otherwise, it's under gear and
Okay.
it's just a broken stick. Like that's all it is. It's just a stick. Like, his man will come back out, holding. I mean, they appear to be Jedi robes. Like, they're the stereotypical brown, right? And cream.
I wouldn't know anything about this, so I mean, I could do a perception.
A perception from each of you, if you would like, as you look it over.
From each of us?
Yeah. Anyone who's interested.
Oh, where's my perception?
As you can see, they are the genuine article.
Hard?
Yes. Actually, very hard. 3 purples.
3 purples?
Oh, I thought. Wait, very hard. Is that 4?
No, that's 4 is daunting. It's just going to be hard.
Okay, you said very hard, so I got
I
confused.
I meant hard. Sorry.
Oh!
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Nez fails. Besh fails. Cohen. Honestly, they are very convincing fakes. They do seem to be padded. They would probably offer some protection. However, you can see like artifacts of the dyeing process used to dye them after the fact. Like they're coarse enough that like they've very clearly been bleached at some point and then dyed the colors that they are now. Right? So they're probably not legit Jedi robes, but they're close enough, right? That they're a convincing replica at the very least, right?
Ash,
Yeah.
may want to check the cantina.
Okay. But this is like the last thing, and then we're done. So
Okay.
sorry, it took a bit longer than I thought it would. That's my bad.
No, you're fine. You're fine, baby. I guess okay. I'll wait for Besh to finish before I go on with quickly what I want. So
Baby.
Yeah.
Up to you what you want.
I'm just gonna kind of nod and go, I do appreciate you showing this to me, but neither am I Jedi, nor do I wish to attract this much attention. So I don't believe I'll be able to purchase this at this moment.
A fair choice. Eshe, should you change your mind, please come back.
Is there anything else we need?
watches. I guess before we do take off, do you have any shock gloves?
What rarity are they?
They are. I think it was Brain. I had them up. Brain. Where'd they go? They were only.
Rarity 2.
What? Yeah, 2.
Give me an easy negotiation then.
Boot. Hey.
Okay then. He will nod. I believe I have a pair. Yes. How much are they? No, ordinarily.
300.
For you. 400 credits.
Can I do a perception check on them?
Absolutely. It's gonna be a.
Okay.
It's gonna be a very hard. Not very hard. Sorry. Fucking average. I don't know why my brain keeps saying very hard. Obviously waning.
It's
myself
still good
down.
to do the light point, though.
Oh damn.
They seem fine. I mean, they don't. They're not pristine, but they seem fine.
Yeah.
Like from
Is
what you
it?
can tell, they'll be functional.
Would 350 be okay?
Mm. He's gonna look you up and down, and then he's gonna look at your droid and say, "Seeing as you wish to contact Hondo again, 350 will be fine."
Alrighty, I'll give him 350.
Okay.
Thank you for your business.
Should you need to buy anything again, there is no guarantee I will be here in this place. He's going to take out effectively like a business card, and hand it over. Contact this person. They will reach out to me as they will know where I am, and then I will contact you.
Very well, Captain Anaka. I look forward to doing things with you again.
Indeed, my friends. And remember, Hondo is always available to friends. There with a big smile as you guys leave. The door sealing behind you. And that is where we'll leave it.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope that you had a good time. We will be ending. And we'll see you, this group will see you next Saturday, I believe. Unless we have something come up.
I won't be able
I
to do next
should-
Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yep. We won't see you next Saturday then. We'll see you.
Ash.
Hmm?
Ash. Next Saturday's your birthday.
Is it? Oh, it is. Look at that. I won't be available next Saturday. Look at that. We'll sort out a time to do it. I don't know when we'll do. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Go watch Viperous. Viperous is pretty good. Actually, no. Concon is playing Beat Saber. We should go raid him on the basis that it's Star Wars raid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a little fella.
He's
He's
just
just a little
fella.
fella.
Just a little fella.
He's just a little fella. Look at him. Alrighty. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Night.